day to viewers, the Colonel speaking to you live from the Grange, British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting. Today, thanks to the courtesy of a noble one, thank you, Your Imperial Highness, we are listening to some rather interesting music hall records, and some operatic ones and some instrumental ones. This one is his Master's Voice 01063, The Insurance Act by Yorke and Adams, spoken by Yorke and Adams. Here we go. I think it relates to the 1911 Insurance Act, sort of brought in old age pensions, that sort of thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am now going to explain to you the complications of the Insurance Act. I'm going to tell you... I'm going to tell you things about... What is that? Am I a horse?
No, but you don't mean to say that you're going to stand there and try to make all these ladies and gentlemen believe that you understand anything about the Insurance Act? Why, there's only 2 men in all England that understand that act.
Who's that?
Me and Lloyd George.
Why, who told you about it?
He did.
Who? Your Lloyd George?
You don't tell your Lloyd George. You don't tell him. He tells you.
And he told you about it?
Yes, sir. He told me the whole thing, and I understand every little detail about that act. But I don't know what it means.
Ah, well, if you don't know what it means, then explain it to me.
Well, you know that all over England, the working men are holding meetings.
For what?
So that one working man can get up and explain to the others exactly what he himself don't know about the act. And the more he explains, the less they understand. And as soon as they think they understand all about the act, that's the time they don't know nothing. Then they go to the employer who knows less than he does about it, and after listening to him for 4 hours and a half, trying to explain what he thinks he knows, that's the time the poor working man... Say, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then you understand the truth.
What I want to know is, what benefit does the workman get out of it?
What benefit? He gets enough benefit out of it.
What?
Why, he pays him 6 pence a week as long as he lives. And he gets a shilling a week as long as he's dead.
But how will they know when he's dead?
Why, he's got to prove it.
But how prove it?
The minute he dies, he gets a death certificate, and he brings that to the post office.
For what?
So that they can pay out the money.
They pay it to him?
No, not to him. To his wife.
But suppose the man ain't married.
Ah, if the man ain't married, then all that money goes to his children.
Well, there's only 2 men in all England that understand it, and you're one of them. Is it true that the employer gets the worst of it the same as the working man?
Why, sure.
How so?
For instance, you have a maid servant in your employ. She has a book. Every week you go to the post office, you buy a 6-penny stamp. You take that stamp, lick it, and stick it on the back.
Of the maid?
Not of the maid, of the book. And for every shilling worth of stamp that she's got in the book, she gets a shilling worth of doctor service. For instance, for 1 shilling she gets cured the lumbago. For 2 shillings, bunion. For 5 shillings a month, and for 6...
Wait, never mind this. You say that for 2 shillings she gets cured the bunion?
Yes.
For 5 shillings a month? Suppose she's got only 2 shillings in the book, and she's got the month, what then?
Then they treat her for the bunion.
But I mean, she ain't got bunion. She's got the month, and she's got only 2 shillings in the book. I mean, she's got the month, and ain't got enough money to pay for him. Now what?
Ah, if she ain't got enough money to pay for the month, the law says she's got no right to have the month.
Well, I don't care what the law says, and the woman don't care for the law, and the month don't care for the law. I say the woman has got the month and hasn't got enough money to pay for him. Now what?
Ah, if she ain't got enough money to pay for the month, that's where the government comes in.
There.
They take the month away from her.
And what do they do with them?
With the month? They give them to Lloyd George.
Well, there we are, viewers. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you, and goodbye.